guys, I'm Elizabeth Newsom and this is my sister Anne-Marie.
Hello.
She's joining me today for a game of Mad Libs, and we're basing this Mad Libs game off of The Sage. So The Sage is the third book in the Sentinel trilogy. I just finished it last month, and there's a handy dandy index in the back with a lot of terms that we're going to be using for this Mad Libs game. Alright, Amory, so what is our first type of word?
Noun.
A noun? Let's go with aether. A-E-T-H-E-R. It's a type of energy the characters use for, like, their superpowers.
Oh. Plural noun.
Plural noun. Let's go with arbiters. A-R-B-I-T-E-R-S. So arbiters, they're able to use telepathy and manipulate people's minds and read people's minds, things like that. What's our next one?
Noun.
Let's go with fairy. That's one of them. It says derogatory slang for atherin. Atherin is one who uses aether, which we talked about earlier.
Plural noun.
Plural noun. Let's go elements.
Adverb.
Let's go spiritually, because this kind of has a spirit world in it, which is part of the source of these characters' energy and powers, and in this book especially, they interact a lot with that world.
Part of the body.
Let's go with face. There are a lot of faces in this story, like there are in most stories.
How about a noun?
Noun, let's go healer. That's another type of atherin, a specific type of power, and of course, it's kind of obvious from the name, healers are people who heal.
Adjective.
Adjective, okay. Powerful.
Part of the body. Again.
There's this thing called lockburn, which is a sharp pain usually originating from the back of the skull. That is caused by an invasion of foreign aether into one's mind. Sometimes arbiters kind of do that to invade people's minds. So let's go with skull.
Noun.
For noun, let's go with life oath. So life oath is a tradition practiced by certain tribes in this story.
Noun.
Vampire. So vampire is actually a slang term for what they call an exorcist. And they call it, stop giving me that look.
I'm sorry.
So they call it a vampire because what they can do is they can absorb other people's energy into themselves and make themselves more powerful. So kind of like Rogue from X-Men, you know?
Noun. Again.
Let's go with Royal Guard.
Adjective.
Angelic. There are a lot of angel-type creatures in here, and there's even something called a Saran. I think that's how you say it. Saran or Saran. It's a human who has accepted an angelic feather and undergone a physical transformation. So they can summon the wings of their bonded angel at will by placing their aether into the feather. And they're kind of like part human, part angel.
Noun.
Sage.
Another noun.
Sentinel.
Noun.
Let's go with snake. So in this index, it has a word called shlanga, which is a word meaning snake.
Another noun.
Feather. And that's kind of related to the story because you saw how the characters can use these saran feathers to like put their aether in it and then summon their own pair of wings.
Okay.
So the title is called The More You Read, the More You Learn. When I was only a little aether, no more than 4 or 5 arbiters old, my mom and dad would take turns tucking me in my fairy and reading elements to me. I learned very spiritually that reading books not only helps improve your face, ooh, that must be why I'm so pretty. Not only helps improve your face and enlarge your healer, but makes you a more powerful person. Ooh, we should read more often. Today, I never go anywhere without a book in my skull. Wow. If I'm flying and become bored looking at the life oath, I reach into my vampire, who carries a vampire with them, and put out a royal guard to read. It makes me happy. If I'm driving a car and come upon an angelic stretch of road, I play an audiobook in my CD Sage and listen to a favorite sentinel, such as Mark Twain's A Connecticut Shake and King Arthur's Feather. Time passes quickly. There you have our little game of Mad Libs in celebration of the release of The Sage. Essentially, this whole world is both post-apocalyptic and these people kind of have these elemental spiritual powers. So there's a lot of concepts at play in this series. So there's some sort of meteor strike that takes out a lot of parts of the world, but there's still advanced parts of civilization. Except the problem is a lot of those advanced areas are ruled by the bad guys. So in this book, we have 3 romances going on between 6 people total, which was really great. What? You don't like romance?
No, I just that's a lot.
Yeah, well,
Never heard of this.
It's pretty common in a trilogy. Yeah, I've read books before like that. So if you guys kind of like post-apocalyptic things or superpowers, you should definitely check this out. I did really enjoy it. It was a great finale to the whole series because sometimes in books are a bit of a letdown. This was absolutely not. And I'm really looking forward to this author's upcoming books. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'd love to hear some of your thoughts in the comments below. And in the meantime, we'll see you next time. Bye!